Nobody tells you how intense the toddler stage really is, so I'm here to share the small, simple things that we do every day to make our life easier without adding much to our plate or our budget. The first thing that we do is we get out of the house daily. So sometimes that looks like going to a local park, sometimes that looks like going to the library. Often local libraries have story times for little kids. Some libraries also have indoor play areas. So there's a lot of different options. I would definitely investigate depending on where you live. Okay, I was also hesitant to share this because I don't want it to become so popular that my son and I can't go and do it. But on the first Saturday of every month, Home Depot actually hosts a building seminar type thing for little kids. And so they give you all of the supplies and they get little aprons and everything. And then they'll literally make something different each month, but it's super cute. And you can bring like your toddler, but you can also bring your kid all the way up to, I think, probably like middle school. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that and be looking online. Like look in your area, just do a quick Google search for free toddler activities near me and you'll probably find a lot of other fun things. But for me, that's basically my regimen is going to the park or going to the library. And then on the first Saturday of every month, we go to Home Depot. And I would say with getting out of the house, like it definitely does help my son burn energy, but it also really helps me mentally just break apart the day, get some fresh air, a change of scenery, see other moms or adults hanging out with their kids. You get to talk to somebody who's your own age for a little bit, and I think it's just overall really great. I noticed that my son also naps a lot better, and if he's cranky or whatever, just having that little switch up has been a godsend, truly. So the second thing that I started doing is lowering my expectations and letting my toddler lead. So basically what that translates to is I stopped trying to just control every minute of the day. I used to take my son to the park and I had all these ideas in my head about what he would think is fun, like going down the slide or going on the merry-go-round or the swings or whatever. And so I was always trying to get him to do the things that I thought he would want to do, which sounds so silly, right? But in reality, a lot of the times, like he will want to just sit and watch ducks for 20 minutes, or he'll find a random stick and he'll just want to play with that stick for 15 plus minutes. And I've learned to just be like, heck yeah, like you're having fun. I don't care. That's the whole point, is for you to have fun. So if that's what you want to do, then that's what we're going to do. So just kind of surrendering expectations, letting him decide what he wants to do and for how long. It just makes everything go a lot smoother. I think ultimately too, when you approach things that way, there's less of a power struggle, less frustration on both ends, and it's just overall a calmer, happier environment. Another easy change that I have implemented that I feel has made a huge difference is rotating our toys instead of buying new ones. I keep about 2 or 3 bins filled with toys in one of our storage closets. And probably every 2-3 weeks, whenever I notice my son is kind of getting bored of playing with his toys, when he goes down for a nap, I will take the time to rotate the toys out. So I'll put everything that is currently on display into the box and the things that are in the box out into his play area. And I like this for 2 reasons. One, I don't like having a whole ton of toys for him to play with all of the time because I think he tends to get overstimulated and then he doesn't know what to play with. And I've just noticed it's almost too much and it's like distracting for him. Whereas if he only has a few quality toy options, he will play for longer periods of time with the toys. So I think it is better for him. And then second, it also helps me be able to keep my space cleaner. It's not as crazy of a process of putting toys away at night or during his nap time if we don't have like 1,000 little toy pieces and we only have like 100. I'm just, using an example. But so I think it's better for him and honestly better for me. Another thing that I do is simple repeat snacks without any of the guilt. If you go on TikTok or Shorts or any of that, you probably see all of these moms prepping these fancy snacks for their toddlers. And if that's something that you enjoy doing, by all means, I think that is incredible and amazing. But me personally, I feel like having to come up with 3 meals a day for my very picky toddler is enough work as is. So if I were to start meal prepping snacks and all of that, I think I would genuinely lose my mind. I just decided, you know what, that's something I'm not going to stress about. And I buy fresh fruit. I also go to Costco and I buy That's It bars, organic smoothie melts. We get a big thing of cheese, those little pre-cut cheese slices and string cheese, and then yogurt pouches. And those are just the snacks that we always have on hand and that I will offer him. It's good because he knows what he likes. There's none of the weird hesitancy of like, what is this? I don't want to try it. What if I don't like it? It's like, no, he likes all those things. He'll know what he's in the mood for and can tell me. We always have them. It just made our life easier. So if you feel like for whatever reason you needed some kind of blessing to just keep it simple, keep it easy with the snacks, take this as your sign. Another small thing that really helped a lot was talking through transitions. I like to give warnings before changing activities, diaper changes, basically anytime that we are like switching gears, I always give him a heads up. I've found that it's hard for him to understand time. So if we're at the park and he's on the swing or something, I'll tell him like, okay, I'm gonna push you on the swing for 5 more times, and then we're gonna get ready to go bye-bye. And so then I'll count, I'll go 1, 2, Or if he's loving the slide, I'll say, okay, we're gonna go down the slide 3 more times, and I'll count, and I'll say 1, okay, we have 2 more times. Then I'll go down, and I'll say 2, we went down 2 times, we have 1 more time, 3. So just helping them understand. We're reading a book and I need to change his diaper. I'll say, okay, when we're done with this book, we're going to go do the diaper change. Talking through the transitions, but also giving them, like making sure that they understand, because if you just say 5 more minutes, a lot of times they don't really understand what 5 more minutes really is. I have a friend who has a toddler and she sets a timer and that seems to work really well for her. So that's another idea too. And lastly, just accepting that some days are hard. And this is just your reminder that if days are hard, that doesn't mean that you're failing. That just means that you are parenting a toddler and hard days are just inevitable. And on that note, if you are in the toddler stage and today felt overwhelming, just know that you are not alone. You are doing your best, and I'm here to remind you that that is enough. That is all that you can do, and your child is lucky to have somebody who cares as much as you. As always, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.